Hey guys. So I've been practicing more my painting, trying to figure out exactly what it is my kind of style. Maybe not style is, but the direction in which I wish to take my paintings and kind of stick with it more. It's a big thing. Mr. Duff, Adam Duff from Lucid Pixel, we talked about my paintings is trying to stick to one type of goal with how my art feels, how it is portrayed. I've got a lot of pictures on Pinterest as good inspiration and ideas, and I'm kind of stuck in the middle right now of trying to figure out if I really love soft paintings, less contrast, less intense, or the brightest points are super bright, or something a lot softer, it's more muted. I also try to push myself a little bit to try and, in this painting, try and think outside the box. Paint not just the reference. Again, that's something I'm going to be continuing to do going forward, and also changing the subject matter in a more expressive way, less realistic. So, for example, I'm super not used to that. I'm very used to just realism. So well, for a time there, I got into impressionism a bit, but I'm going back to realism, and but there was never really much exaggeration in my paintings. I've never been one to exaggerate any parts. So in this picture, I kind of exaggerated the length of the person's fingers and tried to imagine their hand as being a bit more thin. But as I'm looking at the picture now, they got some sausage fingers a little bit. One of the fingers is like longer than the other, and yeah, I need to pay attention to that better next time. But it was a good practice to learn. And also pushing the boundaries with kind of where I want the direction of the painting to go, what I want it to feel. This one I realized, so once I finished with it, I was not very happy with it. And I realized part of that was there's no real feeling. There's no feelings in this piece. I'm not trying to elicit a feeling, or I'm not expressing a feeling from myself. I think that's a big part of why there's a disconnect. And but I did try to paint some like God rays, which I always find God rays really beautiful. And I think it turned out pretty decent. I've never done it before, so I'm not entirely sure how to do it, but I painted all of it in MS Paint, and then I took it to Krita to add the God rays and the like glowing effect around the knife in the hand, which is the one picture you saw before on the right. But yeah, I'm not the happiest with it, but a lot of that is like, it's okay, it'll happen, and it's good learning. It's a good learning experience. Good learning. So I didn't have a reference. I couldn't find a good reference for the karambit. So I am pleased with how the karambit turned out for the most part, especially with not having a reference at all. But it was interesting trying to play with the piece, trying to play with what direction I wanted to take it. Like, At first I thought I wanted the hand to be reaching up out of water, but I didn't really like that idea. So then I tried some other stuff, thought about a sword, but I couldn't get the composition right with a sword, which again, I was just messing around with that. Whereas in the past I wouldn't have, and I just would have gone straight for the reference picture and not changed anything really. So I'm glad I'm growing. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy the art. And wanted to share what I learned and what I was thinking with this piece. It's very much a study type of piece rather than a expressive piece. Makes me think that I think almost all the art I resonate with the most that I've created is emotional. And the more emotional it is, the more profound it feels for me. The more attached to it I am. Which, you know, scares me to make art like that, because I'm scared of my emotions. I'm scared of expressing the things I'm feeling. But art is a good outlet. And something me and Mr. Duff talked about that helped to just like, art is art. If you want to paint, draw, write something, you know, a bit macabre, not really wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not a problem. It's not real. It's not like really happening. And it's a way for you to express things you can't normally and think through things you can't normally. Like, yeah, I won't go into detail. But yeah. The scariest part about that, even more than actually painting my feelings, is sharing it. But again, I remind myself that it helps me to share, and it could help someone else. So I gotta do it. I want to help people. That's one way I can. So I'm going to do it. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you have a wonderful day. See ya.